Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And the San Francisco 40. This is
gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of it.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's going to take it into the end from a yard away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not even 2 minutes into this foot. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Garoppolo now, eluding the pressure. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Oh, it breaks another. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes going for it all. That is caught by Williams for a Kansas City touchdown. Davey. Williams there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
He's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
For most people, The excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurt.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. End zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, AD! I'm here all day.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot...
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey 38 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this. And look at this, another fake. Now on first down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Check 56. I'm trying to collect.
First down, a run with Hyde. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no... Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like, well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without it.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Coleman uses the spin. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said.
And look at this, another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. 54. Mike, 54. Come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can.
Williams loses the football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be.
After reviewing the play,
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's going to be a long.
They'll run. Hyde. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Carlos Hyde with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys continue to put breach. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I'm here all day.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 8 there on the first.
Here we go. What do you need? Hey, I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And an alley to run.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll net lead. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnell. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the draw, here's Williams. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, up to 6.
A lot of points. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Pretty move. And now running right through it. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Mahomes going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored.
As his guys continue to pour it on. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when he goes to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Automatic 1st down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Niners on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. This one in Kittle, the tight end.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 55 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is good. That's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now. And the first play of the drive there is in. Complete.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
It should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Davian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had it. Drive going and push it past the 50-yard line. So they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing.
Here we go.
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Avoids him at the 40. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darren Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here comes the 49. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated toes and getting a big stop. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. Got a couple more downs to play with.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 75 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Automatic first down.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Try to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. Darren Lee there to get him down. From the 24, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Everyone felt like this game was over, but to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes rolling to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Oh, nifty juke there. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty all game long.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes being chased out. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case,
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A throw over the middle taken in. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
From the 44, Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Garoppolo is going to float this over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's going to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Come on, fellas.
But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
the name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that.
Let's go, Spud.
There's Dante Pettis as his guys head back out onto the field. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 67 yards. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes on the move to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Williams loses the football. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes buying time to his... Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The ball comes out, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here we go. Like 20.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
Garoppolo now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, Abby. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Garoppolo leads for McKinnon on the draw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 22 yards. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability.
Well, I do have one.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will get it moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. They took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Being chased out left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 13 yards there and a Niner first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get connection. It doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. This is caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Here we go. 180.
It's Coleman here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to rip.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners, they eat in just a visible deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, he stays up. Able to get away. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went back. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
I got you.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Williams. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go draw play to McKinnon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense loses it. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, 50 yards. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back... And
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this... fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A big play there for KC. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No,
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Butker on for the PAT. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
Here we go. City, baby.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here comes the 49ers punter now. In punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. $12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 45. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.